Today we're going to take a few minutes and just have a little summary of the videos that we've had up to this point. And ask yourself this question: how many of these contradictions to evolution did you find in your textbooks, or did your teachers tell you when you were listening to them in class or reading in your books? Well, this course has shown that evolution contradicts science in quite a number of ways, and up to this point we've just touched on the surface. So one of the first things we looked at is that there are no intermediate fossils that fill in the missing holes of evolution. We looked at the fact that the fossils that are needed to show the in-between stages between different creatures are not there. So as a result, there's really no way to know how evolution took place, what direction it took place, because there's no evidence that it ever did take place. Number two is that fossils give credence to devolution but not evolution. Okay, we've seen that actually many of the creatures are much smaller, weaker, less intelligent according to scientists, that type of thing, and that we've actually devolved more than evolved. The third one is that scientific evidence shows that organisms could not fossilize over great periods of time, okay, because they would decay first. This is in direct contradiction to what evolutionists have told us for many, many decades. The strata layers have historically been produced quickly over days or hours, not thousands or millions of years as evolution requires. Okay, none of the strata is being formed today that we're aware of. Okay, yes, there's soil being formed and that type of thing, but that's completely different than the sedimentary rock that forms these layers. So, there's no way to even really scientifically hint that these layers could have been formed over millions of years. However, we do know that historically they have been formed very, very quickly. Number five, the layers of stratum are out of order throughout the world without any natural explanation. Okay, so basically this is saying that the order that evolutionists would tell us that the layers should be in are not the actual order that they are in. Number six, there are many fossils that have been found in layers of strata that disagree with evolution by tens, sometimes by hundreds of millions of years. And of course, this is according to evolution. So the fossils are not always in the layers they're supposed to be found in. Many times they're found in either earlier or later layers than they're supposed to have lived in. Number six, the geological column does not come close to existing anywhere in the world. It only shows how it should be if evolution were true, but it does not show how things really are or even close. It is totally fiction. Fossils such as coal, petrified tree roots, and even human fossils can be formed very quickly, not over thousands or millions of years as required by the theory of evolution. Number nine, life in the first or the earliest layers is very complex, not simple as evolution requires. The idea of evolution denies the very function of DNA in other parts of the cell, which restricts the changing of life from one kind to another. The second law of thermodynamics directly contradicts the idea of evolution, especially before life would have initially begun. So we see that things decay, get worse, have a tendency to always go downhill, not get better and better, as, of course, evolution would require. Mutations that is the means or the vehicle to all evolutionary stages, would in reality cause devolution because mutations are neutral at best or negative, causing the defects or death, but never positive. Number 14, life cannot come from inorganic material only. Evolution requires that this has happened in the past. Spontaneous generation does not occur. There is no evidence that evolution is taking place in any living organism. Now, there should be countless examples of evolution taking place today. No ape-to-man fossils have ever been found that link apes to humans. They have all been ape, sometimes extinct, or they've been human, but never a combination of the two, unless, of course, like the Piltdown man or some others that there have been frauds, but we're talking about fossils coming in the natural condition. Radiometric dating methods have been found to be extremely inaccurate, normally by hundreds of thousands of percent. This means the dates given to fossils, strata, and even the geological column are extremely inaccurate. The scientific discipline of probability shows that evolution could never be a possibility. It is mathematically impossible. The designer principle is in direct contradiction to the theory of evolution. Whether it's a building, whether it's a bridge, it doesn't really matter. An automobile, if it is complex, okay, it's obvious that that there was a designer that was involved, and of course, evolutionists have to deny this. So this has been a good summary of what we've looked at up to this point, and we'll be, of course, looking at more in the future. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.